Confidence isn't what you need before you start. Confidence is what you gain because you started. Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of the Dream Then Do podcast. And today we're going to be talking about confidence. Now I know a lot of times we tend to wait. We tend to wait for the right times. We tend to wait for the right season when the money is perfect or when we have enough money, when the season seems perfect. However, I've realized that most times what we wait for never comes until we begin. Maybe you're waiting to feel confident before you start. Maybe you're waiting for the right people or for certain people to believe in you before you start. Maybe you're waiting to have everything fit in place before you start. Have you ever asked yourself, thought about it, that what if what you are waiting for is actually waiting for you to begin? So what if what you're expecting would come if only you begin? Now, I would have you know that waiting doesn't just waste time. It costs opportunities, it costs relationships, it costs people, it costs growth. And then you get to realize that the greatest cost of waiting isn't that you've just lost time. It's the fact that you never really become who you were meant to be. So every time you keep postponing what you're supposed to do, every time you find yourself waiting, you actually lose the person you are supposed to become. So the time you've spent waiting for the perfect condition, waiting for confidence to come to you, or waiting for you to build your confidence before you begin, you find out that you've wasted so much time and you never become that person because you've kept postponing your beginning. So it's important that guys that you start today. Ask yourself this. Do you think confidence actually comes before courage or it's the other way around? So I used a baby trying to walk last week and I'm going to still use that example today. Now when a baby wants to learn how to walk, do you think they wait to become confident before they do, or you think the courage is what actually brings the confidence? A child tries to walk, takes the first steps, fall and keeps trying. Now it's the courage to continue, the courage to start again, the courage to even start in the first place that actually leads or builds the confidence that they can do this. And before you know it, they get up without having to think about it. They just begin working. Because first comes courage and then after courage comes confidence. So what are you waiting for? What are you waiting to be confident about before you begin? It could be your reading life, your prayer, the job you're looking for. It could be whatever. It could be your academics. So what is the thing you're hoping to be confident about before you actually begin? This episode is to encourage you to start. The first thing you need is courage. After courage comes confidence. Now, I know that beyond you waiting to be confident, there's also that fear lurking in the shadows. And it's true, I understand that a lot of times we fear failure, we fear embarrassment, we fear discouragement. We have a lot of fears that may actually keep us bound or keep us from starting whatever God has placed in our hearts to start or whatever we have seen ourselves to become. And while that may be a valid reason for some people, I want you to know that waiting is also a kind of failure. Imagine meeting your future self, two versions. The first, the version that actually decided to begin, and the other, the version that kept waiting because was never confident or never found the perfect time or was scared of failing. Which version would you think? Today, I don't want you to promise yourself that you would start next week. I want you to start today, no matter how little it is. Take that walk. um Start reading that book, say that prayer, send that application, begin that podcast, set up that camera, whatever it is you want to do, start it. I'm saying this like not just to you but to myself as well. I've been saying I want to start working out, gymming. I've started a little at home, but today, take that walk. So I'm going to come back to you guys next week and tell you that I've started my own workout. I think I'm going to have videos about it and just maybe attach it. But today, start today. And please Go to the comment section and tell me one thing you are starting. Not tomorrow, not next week. Today. Start before you even feel ready, because one day you would look back and see confidence didn't come before you started. Confidence came because you had the courage to begin. I would leave you with this, guys. The life you've been praying for is at the other end of the decision you've been postponing. So start today. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this episode, and see you on our next episode. Remember, this is the Dream Then Do podcast. We dream it, we do it, and we become it. See you next week. Bye.